Small Town Scuttlebutt.
Evan, what's happening right now? Jacked up.
All right, you know what? We're recording. Hi,
Okay.
guys. We got to do the show.
Okay,
we
yes,
got to do the
we
show
do.
because now we can only...
Evan just dramatically disrobed his, what was it, a jacket or a vest?
There was a vest.
Flung it across the
Versatile
room.
garment.
I don't think that's the first time that you've done that move.
Did you see it?
I did.
Little flick of the wrist.
Yes.
We're going counterclockwise. Your turn, Liz.
Wait, what?
It was a stripping joke.
That was fun.
It was a stripping joke.
I didn't wear layers today.
Oh, yeah. One time, Rick, refrain from the college stories. Just one. We played strip poker. And the only reason we were playing...
Wait, all guys or guys and girls?
It was this girl, but it was kind of a setup for one of our guys. The girl was cool, too. Like, she was in on this. But the deal was, this kid, the poor kid, he's never even seen a set of breasts. Like, dude, you're like, you're going to
You didn't have any type of, like, nudie mags in your
No,
fraternity
I'm
house?
talking real.
Oh.
This is like in the dorm, freshman dorm. First semester, we're just out of high school. Never seen boobs.
Wow.
So I have to do something for this kid, this guy, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, John, you're going to get to see some boobs, right? So me and some other friends, we had this friend that we had met. Like, it's first semester, so it's a couple of... Anyway, hey, can we just kind of do this arrangement? We'll play strip poker, right? And, you know...
Wink, wink.
Yep. And we all look away, you know, you lose, John wins, right? Boom. So we do this, right? But for comedic effect, I put on like 15 pairs of boxer shorts. And I was just losing. I just kept the game going on and on. Oh, no.
You know how to play.
Kept taking them off.
You
So
know
did
how
John
to-
ever get to see those boobs?
He did. So we turned around, right? And you heard...
Oh, my God.
And then he
Oh.
said, what? Like, okay.
It's like the Marty McFly.
Right?
Right?
Oh, poor little nerd.
Isn't that funny? That was a stupid start to the
But you
show.
made his day. You made
Probably
his
made his
day.
whole freshman year, I'm guessing.
I hope he saw more boobs.
Yeah, I'm sure
If
he
that
did.
was it, he still
Oh, my
had 3.5
God.
years of college. No boobs.
But just if he didn't, just think of that story, what that means to him.
Right?
What you mean to him.
I hope they're still not the only ones. Well, how are you guys doing?
We're good, I think.
Fantastic.
Cool.
I was getting a little hot under the collar there for a minute. I had to take some clothes off.
Well, you had an attitude problem when you came in today, right? That's where we started, right? Throwing the stuff around, getting fresh.
Well, I think it
fresh with the
stemmed
microphone.
from the fact that you damaged his microphone.
Tried to fix
Yeah.
it.
And then, poor Evan was left to fix it. So,
Yeah, with like a little, I don't
a
even
piece
know.
of tape, I think.
Yeah, it was a plastic baggie.
Plastic baggie.
Plastic baggie. Liz walks in. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just cutting up little drug bags."
Yeah, seriously.
Nope, that was to fix the microphone.
That's too much fentanyl. Come on.
That's scary.
I would like to comment on the chore chart that I saw on your refrigerator upstairs in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That has designated chores
Yeah.
for your children,
Yeah.
and they're assigned by a C for Charlie and an R for Rosie. And I would like to know, 1, when was that implemented? And 2, how long do you think it's going to last?
I see where we're going here. Well, I will confidently say that this is something that we were beta testing at the end of last school year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Then we sort of tabled it, took the
For the
data,
summer?
took the data, collected it, then started doing little experiments, tweaks, adjustments.
How's it going?
Well, now we're ready for... We're
Full
out.
launch?
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
full-
we're launched.
okay,
We are
you're
out
launched.
to market. We're up. That thing is there. It's solid as Sears, and we are running a tight ship here.
Okay.
Running a tight ship. Kids never made a bed. Never made a bed. When I grew up, you had to make your bed. Did you have to make your bed?
Not really.
No, me either.
Yeah.
Well, your parents.
It doesn't
are a
make
little
sense.
different.
It doesn't make
It-
sense.
Oh, no.
I don't make my kids make their bed.
You're wrong. You are wrong.
It doesn't make sense. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you try to frame it or position it. It does not make sense.
I agree. I don't care.
I'm going to get back into it anyway.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to impress anyone when I'm a teenager or whatever, younger person. I wake up, I do my thing, I crawl back into bed. I don't need tightly tucked in sheets.
Same.
Yeah.
What do you do with your feet? Like you can't, like your feet, they get all curled up, your toes are bent, you get a foot cramp, and then you're jumping around because you got the foot cramp.
The only time the beds are made in our house is like when we change the sheets.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense. Or when the cleaners come and they,
It means
tidy up,
so much more to have or crawl into a made bed when it's once a month than it is every single day. I want to appreciate it.
Exactly. Yeah. What?
There were now 6 boat crews of 7 men.
Hold on. God damn.
He's pulling up some naval thing on the.
Yeah, we do not run our house with military precision or anything.
Making your bed.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Now, I should be able to hook this up to the thing, right? Can I tell you something?
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever you've been talking about for like the last minute, I have zero.
I know your ADHD took over, and you were literally on another planet.
Well, this is what I had to do. This is worth. Like, thank you for putting it in those terms.
Well, I mean,
It's funny to me because I relate.
Well, you know what I was doing? I stepped aside to do this thing, and I'm like, I have confidence in these two to just take over. Like they're good.
Yeah.
They don't need me here. I'm gonna step off. I'm gonna pull something up that's gonna be beneficial to the show and support my argument. And trash Evan's stupid, nearsighted. It's a pointless endeavor to make your bed concept. I'm gonna crush him right here. So,
okay.
you guys want to hear it?
Sure.
I had forgotten about you for a minute there, Rick.
Hold on.
Not gonna lie.
Okay, you should make your bed. This is a Navy SEAL.
All right,
Admiral.
Admiral.
Every morning, you will have accomplished the first task.
Stop.
I mean,
I
it
mean-
sounded great to me.
Yeah.
All right. Stop. All right, here we go.
If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed.
Goddamn right.
If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day.
Waking up
It will
was
give you
my
a
first
small
task.
sense of pride,
On
and
time.
it will encourage
Jerking
you
off
to
will
do
be your
another
first
task
one.
You have to wake up to jerk off.
and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed
You could probably do it in your
will have
sleep.
turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right.
Oh boy.
And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made.
Boom.
My
Game over.
argument there is like my making the bed impacts literally no one. Literally no one.
It's a mindset. You start. Look, Liz, you have 50 heels in your closet, all in boxes.
Is that true?
They're in clear.
You have the original
clear
boxes?
No shoe boxes. I have clear shoe storage boxes so I can see the shoe.
Yeah.
Color coordinated.
Roy
and
G.
all
Biv.
that.
So, and your outfits, like you are put together, makes you feel great.
It does.
Like this is your making the bed. You don't have whatever it is. Have that thing.
Yeah.
This guy, he's definitely in on making beds. I went to West Point. You're in for the weekend if your bed has a little ripple in it.
Yeah.
The whole weekend. That sucks. Make your bed. So you don't make your bed, maybe,
No.
but you definitely dress yourself up.
I do.
be-
Yeah. That's I
that's
guess
how you'd like
that's
to
my version of making the bed is making sure I'm polished when I leave the house.
And yeah, and that makes you feel good.
yes.
What about you? What's your thing that makes you go, "Fucking right, I'm ready"?
Fucking right, I'm not doing it. And I'll tell you why. This is a very, very proud man. Obviously, he's given his service to us, and God bless him for that. But if you ask me,
Yeah.
making the bed is more about following fucking orders than it is anything else. So the very first thing they have to do when they go to the boot camp and whatever, they dress them down and they do all that stuff. They organize their shit. And the very first instruction that they have is to make their bed. I don't follow the fucking rules. Right?
You got to see what you're working with.
Yeah.
Where are we? What is the start? Okay, we got to break everyone down to nothing and build them up together. You're all different. I can tell you're an idiot. You got the pillow where the feet should be. You obviously didn't have a father in the home because you're fighting with the guy in the bunk above you and you fucking whatever. You brought candy with you, like there's. You can see it's like when you go to a restaurant. How good is a restaurant? Order the chicken. Order the chicken. It's an ordinary dish, but if the chef put effort into that chicken and made that chicken really good.
I always look down on people that order chicken at a restaurant.
That's Anthony Bourdain's golden rule of checking out.
Always order the chicken?
Yeah. The chicken if you really want to assess it. So
that's
my thing. That's my thing.
A baseline, yeah.
Listen, if I was in charge of a platoon, I would potentially make them, make their bed. But it is all about rules to me. This is the rule. You must follow it. And then it's like every single day.
That's the military, right?
Right. Yeah. But so like I don't make the bed because I live by my own rules. I make my own rules.
Now, does your wife care?
Oh, yeah, she cares.
Yeah, remember she's got 9 pillows.
But
that's right.
Yeah, oh, God, 9.
We have 7. You have
1, 2 each. So that's 4, 5, 6 for the decorative. And then the super decorative, 7, 8, 9.
Unless you guys are having like kick-ass pillow fights before you have sex, there's no reason for that at all.
No, none. No.
How many people can fit on the bed for your orgies with all those pillows?
Sadly, only 2.
Do you use them for positions, like right?
No, these are fine pillows. These are not like play.
Not to be
these are not play pillows.
Play pillows?
They're not play pillows. You won't find me humping one of these pillows.
Play pillows.
Yeah.
I'm writing that down. We may call the show Play Pillows.
Play pillows.
You haven't seen like
today's episode title.
You haven't seen the pillows? Like they come in different shapes?
No.
What, are you kidding me? Really? These play pillows, they're shaped like triangles and different things.
Sure.
Yeah, to like kind of enhance the.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, you guys are square.
Is that what you need when you get like older and you've got back problems? You got to tuck a pillow under there for certain positions.
It's just like this is the first step to my goal of being a trapeze artist.
Okay.
Anyway.
Wowee.
Yeah.
Wowee. Okay, so now what do we do?
Well, I don't know.
Should we get into the episode?
Oh, no. Evan's on a roll today. I'm very impressed.
He's all fired up.
Yep.
I am a little fired up.
So did anything happen prior to you coming here that fired you up, or was it the microphone debacle that got you all hot under the collar?
Hey, you want to come here early, too?
I did. I wanted to come here early. The bus stop. The bus stop is always like, you got to walk down there. There's always some like kid-on-kid drama, like trying to figure shit out. Yeah, there's always something.
How far do you have to walk to the bus stop? Because I feel like every kid gets picked up at their driveway in this town.
A half mile it's like it's a quarter mile.
Really?
I got to walk a quarter mile. My driveway's a quarter mile.
Oh my gosh.
But you get down to
little exaggerate.
No, it just doesn't mean it's a nice house.
Behind a gated community.
Listen, it was literally a log cabin that people thought people were dead in, for years. Anyway, so we bought it, got rid of the bodies, and we're good.
So you walked to the bus stop with your daughter.
Walked to the bus stop. There was a little neighborhood girl drama yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, nothing.
These are elementary school kids,
just
right?
Normal. I mean, honestly, it was normal stuff. But it's like, you got to go down there, and now I'm gonna be like, I've got to oversee the drama and make sure that Bridget is doing the right thing, and and she was getting kind of nervous, and now I got to be like morale booster, which I'm fine with. That's fine. But anyway, so that it starts off with the bus stop, like, oh boy. And then after that, it was come over here. I didn't want to go home and then sit in the chair for 5 minutes, do my TikTok, and then leave. So instead,
do my TikTok and then leave. I love how that's like you start your day like, all right, got my daughter up, got her ready for school, brought her to the bus stop, came home, did my TikTok.
Yeah. That's how I roll.
It is work related though, exclusively, right? Mostly your TikTok.
No, most of my social media, all of the social media stuff that I engage in, yeah, sure, some of it or a lot of it is for entertainment, but I'm also always trying to learn so that I can make my property videos better or make my own videos better. So I'm always like trying to learn, but there's a high level of entertainment involved in it too.
Yeah.
But that's all, you know. So I came over. I had a little fire in the belly, you know. And Rick gave me the pass to just walk right in. So I did, past his wife, and down into the basement we came, where I found him, just working over this microphone here. Like you need some privacy, buddy. You want a room?
Who, me? No, it's an off day. I'm trying to turn this on, but it's not plugged in. And I was thinking maybe I should go and plug it. I could easily do it, but if I get up, I'm going to be accused of the ADHD.
We lost him again. We lost him again.
Liz, this is magical. This is magical.
My God.
I love it.
Yeah, we do walk into the Fink house like we own it.
Yeah.
I have to say.
You certainly do. I mean, like
I
5-inch heels, clop, 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 you know.
Playing with the dog.
Let's go,
talking
boys.
to the kids. And thank God Leslie's as laid back as she is.
It's refreshing, though,
It is.
you know,
It
because I
is.
walk in, I'm like the little Peter, like, you know, I'm nervous. I don't want to like upset anyone, you know. I'm here, like I'm a third chair. I haven't been doing it as long as you guys. You've got this
come on,
rapport.
you're one of us. You're one of the team. You're not the newest.
But I don't walk like she walks.
No.
You know,
She walks with purpose.
I do.
she does.
She walks with purpose. She walks like she's the most
Exactly.
confident walker in the room.
Yes.
That's what she is.
I mean,
Heavy-footed.
Nobody's gonna try to outwalk her in that
No,
room.
I'm certainly not sneaking up on anyone.
It's settled. From now on, I'm putting spurs on my shoes.
go.
Yeah.
Jingle jangle.
Chingo, yeah.
Liz actually didn't make it after the audition for Ocean's 11. They're like, they're never gonna get through
No.
security with those fucking clogs. They're not clogs. They're 7-inch pumps or whatever. Do they even make 7-inch?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure
But
you'd
your
find a
foot-
stage in Vegas where someone's
yeah.
wearing 7-inch heels.
Oh yeah, you'd have
Yeah.
the platform.
It's like a
front end up.
platform,
Yeah, you're literally, yeah.
I was gonna say. Well, anyway,
All right, I would like to, if we could,
please, Liz.
transition
Yeah.
over to, I guess I would call it a new installment or new segment for the podcast, brought to us by friend of the show and guest Mike Niskern. Episode 206 is where he made his small town Scuttlebutt debut. We have now enlisted him as our unpaid fact checker.
I love
Thank
it.
you, Mike. His formal title is Constable of Preventing Misinformation.
Okay.
Because
All right.
because we have mics and a Wi-Fi connection and a podcast, we think we can say anything like real journalists, and it's true. But most of the time, it's not. So Mike is going to be our ongoing fact checker. And today's segment is around our discussion of last week's episode on Paige Spiranak, hot golfer, hot lady golfer. We made a number of claims.
I'm sorry, do you want to correct her on the name?
Spiranak?
Yeah.
How do I know? Is that how you pronounce it? Paige Spiranak?
Yeah,
Is that how
isn't
you
that
pronounce it?
Sporadic.
Sporanic? Is it
Oh,
sporanic?
is it? I don't know.
Am I wrong?
Mike,
I
please
don't know.
check that for next week's episode.
Mike, your work is not done here, Mike.
All right, so last week we made a number of claims. You made a bet on her IQ. You said that she was golfing in the Live Tour.
Yeah. 38 double D.
Yeah, we made some
I didn't say
assumptions
that.
around
You
her
said that.
measurements. None of these things are actually accurate.
Really?
As Mike found out. Well, he could not find her IQ.
Oh.
As he says,
Because it's off the charts.
she was homeschooled due to her history of being bullied and her anxiety. So that's a shame. She originally did gymnastics, but her career was cut short by a twice broken kneecap at age 12.
Jesus.
This led to her trying golf. I mean, I feel like that's the universe putting her where she
Okay.
needed to be, right?
Right.
So she split her time between Scottsdale and Monument, Colorado to play golf year-round. She had a junior golf career, became a top 20 world junior player, top 5 college recruit, and 2-time West Region Player of the Year. Earned a golf scholarship from the University of Arizona in Tucson. She only played for U of A during her freshman year before transferring to San Diego State. Her senior year ended with the Aztecs' first Mountain West Conference championship.
Wow.
Okay, there. Good job, Paige.
Her short-lived professional golf career started in Queen Creek, Arizona on the Cactus Tour in 2016, which led to an attempt to join the LPGA tour, but did not earn a card to play the tour. She transitioned to media for, as Mike puts it, obvious reasons. She currently does not play on the LIV Tour or have any professional relationship with the organization. She made comments that she was, quote, excited about the potential PGA LIV merger at the end of this year. And Mike closes out his correspondence with saying, so Fink, instead of doing your best George Costanza impression by physically manifesting your vices, golf and smut, into one sheet of paper, you can print out this short bio so Leslie does not have to be exposed to deviant tendencies. Best regards, Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Hey. Tip from one husband to another. That's actually, I'm writing that down, Mike. That's what I've been doing wrong. All right, so that's good. That's some good deep dive research there. We learned a lot about Paige Spirani.
We sure did, but we still don't know her bust size.
Oh, wait.
Was that in there?
Well,
Yes.
yeah,
Paige's measurements are 38, 27, 39.
Oh, she was
Nice.
38, 27, 39.
Yeah.
That's got to, and she's got
Yeah,
I mean,
gotta get it.
I don't know if Mike made that up or if that's accurate, but I mean,
Apparently, he doesn't have like missing the cup size.
Yeah.
Are we?
I think. All right, Mike, 38.
38
D, double D?
Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm going
Dunkin' Donuts, baby.
I'm going maybe they might be H.
You think so?
We could be going into the. I don't know.
No.
Do I know anything about her? I'm 0 for 9, as you can see.
You really.
I'm just.
You're clearly paying attention to what matters, and that I would believe you will get right.
That's right.
So thank you, Mike.
Yeah, Mike, you're the man. All right, let's hit some ads. Okay, we're back from the ads, so I'm going to do those myself. Did you hear the ads on that last episode? Never mind. Let's just get back in. I did them myself. Did you hear the ads?
Yeah.
No, I haven't listened yet.
You like it?
It amazes me every time.
Was it okay?
Yeah, very good.
Are you serious?
No.
What?
No, I'm kidding. You
didn't hear it.
I did not.
Oh.
But I was playing as if I did.
Hey, you know what? We were talking about this earlier. He was telling me something, and I was like, are you putting me on? And you were like, no, you're telling me the truth, but I didn't believe him. Right? That happens.
I have that face.
Yes.
But that happens to me a lot too. He says, "This is what happens with funny people."
Yeah.
And then we had this conversation. It's like, oh, I mean, half the time you're telling someone something with like enthusiasm, and then you lose the crowd because they think you're full of shit. Like they're waiting for the punchline. They're like, okay, just fine. What's the punchline? And like, no, really, like that's funny. Like
It is
that
funny.
was just happening now.
And it's like you tell someone the truth, but you smile or you
Right.
grin, and it's all over.
Yeah.
It's all over.
Yep.
It could be the truth of truths, and nobody will believe you.
Yeah.
You know? I may not have told the truth before, but damn it, I'm telling one now, and nobody believes me.
Yeah.
Because I'm smiling.
Yes, if you get like, my daughter does the same thing. She'll get like this little smirk. I'm like, you're not, wait, you're lying. No, Mom, I'm not. Just because I'm smiling, it doesn't mean I'm lying. I'm like, yes, it does.
Yeah. You can't even talk. You're smiling so much. I swear to God.
So again, Mike, which we have to come up with a name for him.
So wait,
He says,
Constable of Preventing Misinformation.
all right. Yeah. So how about a nickname? Is the title like Mike from Mesa or
Tucson, wasn't it? Oh, no, that was her.
That was her, yeah.
We'll noodle on that. All right. He also fed us like our key story
Yeah.
for this week. And the funny thing is, at our expense, it's funny, is the story was brought up to him by a news station out in Denver, Colorado. And that was read by him out
Are you
in...
peeking over?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? Can you pass me my trapper keeper? What? Little trapper keeper fort.
I like to be in the know.
Well, that's why everyone else does. That's why they tune in to Small Town Scuttlebutt.
Oh, God. All right.
All right. So where was I here? So okay. So our friend Mike from Phoenix is on a news source from Denver, telling us about a story coming out of Norwood, Massachusetts.
Is there not a lot going on in Denver or Phoenix that they have to get their news from Norwood, Massachusetts?
That's funny. You're making fun of them. I'm making fun of us because Norwood is on our doorstep.
Yes.
Like, if you're not from around here, folks, how close is Norwood? Well, My daughter's annual dance recital is at the Norwood Theater. So
Yeah,
that's how
there you
close
go.
we are. And we had no idea about this story. So congratulations to us guys for keeping our finger on the pulse
Yes.
of the small towns.
Well,
Thank God we have someone out in Mesa, Arizona, keeping an eye on what's going on in the 508 area code.
it's great.
Residents raised $20,000 after town officials shut down boys' ice cream stand. Can't make this up.
I know.
That's
And you know
unbelievable.
what? And this is almost like a cliche story. Like, the girl with the lemonade stand got
We did
shut
a story
down.
about a boy whose lemonade stand got shut down. Not
Yeah.
in Massachusetts, but yeah.
It's always like a health inspector.
Yes.
You're serving food and beverage, and then there's also the tax man wants a cut. And
Right.
what you're doing is not
I thought this story was a great example of a number of overreactions on the parts of several people.
Yeah, negative reactions, right?
Oh, yeah.
I hate to. I didn't curate this story because it has a positive ending, and
It does.
positivity seems to elude me.
We went through that 2-month phase earlier this year where you were going to be all about positivity.
That was for 40 days, Liz.
Oh, that was just
for
a
Lent.
Lenten.
Maybe we should put that on your chore chart.
Yeah.
I gave up negativity for
Positivity.
Lent, so you got to wait till next year for it to happen again. Okay, so Danny's mom encouraged him to start up his ice cream stand as long as half the profits went to charity. It's kind of a gouge, Mom. 10% would have still sold the product,
Right?
and the puppies at the shelter would have still gotten their food or whatever the hell you're putting to charity. I would have.
This is a very good cause, though.
I teach my kid about capitalism. Get in the head. You're not gonna be in business long when you give half your shit away.
Yeah.
Okay. Paul Newman became an empire, and then he started doing free shit. He didn't make his empire off of freaking
Salad dressing.
salad dressing. God damn it. Damn
And
it.
he certainly didn't give away half the profits, did he?
I think he gave away all of them, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. But he was already a millionaire.
Yes.
Well, if I could buckle up and just read this thing without distracting myself.
All right. We have to help him stay focused, Evan, or we're
Do
never going to
it.
get
Do
through
it. You
this
guys are
story.
my
All right,
blinders. You guys are my blinders. I can do this. Bored and looking for something to do this summer, Danny Doherty hatched a plan to raise money for his brother's hockey team by selling homemade ice cream. But a few days after setting up a stand and serving up vanilla, shaved chocolate, and fluffernutter to about 20 people, Danny's family received a letter from the Norwood Board of Health. Be the sound effects guy. I noticed the strength of his last week was remember when you did the yeah.
Evan's the Michael Winslow of the podcast.
Yeah, you do that. Come on,
It's
man.
a real timely reference, Liz. Police Academy.
Police Academy, Spaceballs.
Love it.
It's good you got jammed. You got the bleeps, the creeps, the sweeps.
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. Don't spit out your coffee.
Mr. Coffee, Mr. Radar.
All right, let's stay focused.
Thank you, Liz. A little late on that one, by the way. That's your fault.
It is my fault.
Okay. Norwood, town officials had received a complaint and said that the 12-year-old's scheme violated the Massachusetts Food Code, a state regulation. I was surprised and upset, he said in the letter that came August 5. I don't understand because there are so many lemonade stands and they don't get shut down. Danny's mom, Nancy Doherty, who had encouraged her son to start the stand as long as he donated half of his proceeds to charity, also was taken aback. Somebody complained. That was the most disappointing part for us, was that somebody thought it necessary to complain about a child's stand, she said. It seemed a little, crazy if you ask me. I think that's fair.
Overreaction number one, people complaining about a kid.
But do you have to respond to it? I mean, sure. But then when you get there, you can, I talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I said, whatever.
Right.
Like, hey, guys,
Why? Excusez-moi. I'm getting a little choked up. Why even respond to the woman? Is there an obligation or a duty?
I think so. I mean, if you
If you get a
police
complaint,
officer
it has
and
to be
Bullshit.
investigated.
Nope. Sorry, miss or Mr. Man. We are not going to respond to the child who is serving ice cream.
I like that, and it kind of balls in your court. Now what are you going to do? Like,
Yeah.
what do you do when
Right.
your local law enforcement says, no, it's
Is this law enforcement though, or is it like a public health? Like, do public health officials have to respond to every complaint? Are they obligated to respond to every complaint? I don't know.
I would think so. I mean,
I would think so too.
Let it go.
I held a pizza
I mean-
party. I had to have a phone call with the health inspector to do a conversation. We had to have a conversation about, ultimately, you're handing out pizza. You need to wear plastic gloves. You need to have plates, separate cups for beverage.
For your pizza party?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. But I mean, it was common. It was all common sense. And yeah, we know plates, cups, napkins. The only thing was like, oh, okay. If this call didn't happen, I would have not have ever thought of putting gloves on. But,
Right.
But you know what? We're not at a backyard birthday party. There's random adults like me handing. I get that. Fine. I remember one guy saying, I'm not wearing, dude, you're wearing them. Like, you have to wear the gloves. Just put the gloves on. So I guess there's, some rules. But it's just some ice cream. I don't know.
Right. So overreaction number 1 was people complaining.
Yeah, and that's really got you going. But, but I told you there's positivity here, right? So rather than give up, Danny decided to give away the ice cream and accept donations for the Boston Bear Cubs. A team featuring players with physical and developmental disabilities, including his brother who is autistic. Okay, now this kid's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and
so
this
he's
is why it's
raising money
national.
for a hockey team made up of kids that have special needs.
So it's unhealthy if you're taking half the profit, but as long as you give it all to charity and it's for a good cause, then it's fine.
Let's don't. Okay.
I'm ready to flip the table.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I know, but there's enough. We're swinging. The pendulum is swinging in the positive direction. So let's ease up.
Okay.
On the because I think you're gonna like the ending here.
This coffee is pretty strong.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's okay. That's when the neighborhood fundraiser blew up and became the talk of Norwood, a suburban town about an hour from Boston and 10 minutes east of the Bunghole Studios, home of the Small Town Scuttlebutt podcast, where 3 co-hosts had no idea this was happening until the Minister of Misinformation in Mesa. There's an alliteration there.
I like that.
Minister of
The minister.
Mesa, Mike from Mesa, the misinformation minister. Who's the stand-up comic in this room? Anyway, the first day they gave away the ice cream, supplies ran out in 10 minutes, and $1,000 was raised. Then word began to spread about the fundraiser and Danny's clash with the town. Local media ran stories about the stand, prompting scores of local businesses to hold their own fundraisers for the hockey team.
All right.
Among them was Furlong's Candies, which teamed up with Boston radio station should I mention them? They're a competitor. We'll go for it.
Maybe they'll mention us.
WWBX-FM to hold a fundraiser in their parking lot. They raised $3,600 on a day when lines stretched out the door. I think that's pretty freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
When did this all go down?
It just happened.
It just happened.
Just happened.
Last
August,
month?
Yeah. No, August 5.
Yeah, last month.
Yeah, that's August. Yeah, that's last month. But so within the and it's still going. Isn't this awesome?
Yeah.
So the other, and maybe are you going to get to this? The other overreaction part of the story.
Yeah, let's check in.
Was that when word got out that someone complained and public officials responded, people in the community sent death threats to the
complainer?
town officials.
Oh,
Wow.
the town officials.
Yeah.
So Liz knew more about this than I did. I didn't know.
I just Googled it and read one article. That's all I'm
Okay.
But yes. So
Oh,
the overreaction number 2.
Liz, this is the best. My heart broke for the kid. He was just trying to do good for his brother's team, she said. And that was a woman with the town. Town officials, meanwhile, said they received hate mail and death threats over the dispute, which they suggested has been badly mischaracterized in the media. They argued the family had sold their homemade ice cream before and even promoted it on social media. The letter, officials said, was only sent after the town received several complaints and unsuccessfully tried to contact the family, something the authorities dispute. So they're doubling down. Okay, dude, you maybe have a $500 stipend for your 2 years of service, but I think you're probably a volunteer, right?
Right.
Maybe you get to dip your hands in the petty cash for to reimburse yourself. I mean, for the most part, you're not getting paid, right? You're not.
Yeah.
Why are you so into that? Like, I'm gonna
Just let it
complain.
go.
I'm gonna follow up. Doherty's the kid with the ice cream. Like, come on. I'm gonna have to send a letter. You know, like
It's power.
Yeah.
It's all about power and control.
is it? It's like the HOA.
Think about it.
thing,
This
and
is
the
where-
PTA, the
Right.
local.
I'm in a position of authority, and you have to listen to me.
Listen, this is don't get me started in going on my whole QAnon thing, but here, let me tell you right now,
Lean
this
in.
is where it all starts. It
Yeah.
starts on the ground floor and works its way up until we have no power left and we're living in a communist China in the United States of America. Sorry, Ed, just a moment. That coffee's really...
I love it, and that is a what you call a social media clip, right there. You're bringing them today.
Thank you.
Okay, so we had to deal with staff who were upset that they were being threatened. People had gone online and found their addresses simply for sending a letter and having reached out to somebody and said, look, there's a violation here. Said, Tony Mizuko, Norwood's town manager, you piece of shit. What a fucking loser, Tony. I mean, excuse the language.
I wonder if any of our listeners know Tony.
Fucking
Personally.
Tony. It's the first time in recent memory that the town has shut down an ice cream stand, he said, adding that Massachusetts law allows for things like lemonade stands and bake sales, but not homemade ice cream.
What's the fucking difference?
You know what? He's fucking lactose intolerant, the prick. Guaranteed.
Why can't? How come you can bake a brownie and sell it, but you can't make ice cream and sell it? That
You know
makes
why?
zero
Because he's
sense.
Italian. It's not gelato. He's being a fucking dick about it. Hey, he's a gelato. Hey.
Just a little sidebar to this, and I don't mean to. We're not off topic, but every time my daughter and I get ice cream during the summertime, my wife gets pissed because she's lactose intolerant.
Oh, yeah.
And then as we're eating our ice cream, she makes us feel worse and worse and worse and worse about it. And so you just have to kind of rub it in, you know.
Well, yeah, and you rub it in
Doesn't
your
it look
body.
yummy?
When you say rub it in, like into your skin, you just like,
I rub it on my
wearing it.
nipples, like nice frosty.
you just get those cones, just, just stick them on. Look like
Madonna,
Madonna from what is that? Like a prayer,
like a virgin.
Like no, it's
No.
it's later.
Yeah, it was later. I don't remember.
Anyway,
No,
I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna stay on task because this show's not about Madonna.
it was ice cream related.
Yeah. Is it right there? God damn. Okay, so is that this page? Yeah. Well,
So there was some Italian guy with an agenda.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Mizuko?
Oh, yeah. So Mizuko also said there was a legitimate health concern since homemade ice cream can be contaminated with listeria, monoglycum things, and our bacteria. Yeah. Okay, buddy. First of all, that second word I can't even pronounce it, and I bet you've never even heard of it, but it made it into your quote here. And listeria. I challenge any listener to go find me. Go fetch me some listeria. First one to get some listeria in a petri dish on my desk here in the Bunghole Studios gets a T-shirt.
I'll have it to you in an hour. It's in the Boar's
Boar's
Head
Head.
meat right now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It was just in the news a couple weeks ago.
That's right. You can go to the grocery store and
Yeah,
buy food
exactly, that has
that's approved by the
listeria.
FDA. But this kid, he's living in a house in Norwood, probably squalor, probably got cockroaches and illegals. And a lot of mischief and mayhem going on. Ballyhoo. Tomfoolery. All right. Nancy Doherty said it was distressing to hear the town employees had received threats. She said the family had never sold ice cream before, but acknowledged that Danny created an Instagram account to promote the stand. I'm not upset with the town for responding to a complaint, she said. I'm shocked someone complained. This was a tiny operation. Us serving 20 friends, family, and neighbors isn't a public health action. That is someone complaining to be a complainer. For Danny, all the attention has been a little unnerving. There was so many people, And then they started chanting my name, he said at the fundraiser of the furlongs. I didn't like it, so I ran away.
Oh,
All the attention
kid.
was on me, and I didn't like it.
He's not looking for attention, this kid.
No,
he was looking to do something fun and charitable, and it's turned into a fucking circus. None of which he asked for.
I didn't like it, so I ran away.
So
All
cute.
the attention was on me, and I didn't like it. Yeah, buddy, because you made $20,000 for kids with disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
You just burned this kid's American dream right along with the flag. For the love of God.
I mean, this whole story just is all about poor responses to things, right? Someone wrote a letter complaining about an ice cream stand. That is ridiculous. Then the town responded. Ridiculous. Then people sent hate mail. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
The hate mail was almost justified.
I mean, the end of the story has a lovely, happy ending because, $20,000 was raised for this hockey team for kids with special needs, which otherwise, would not have been raised. But I mean, we had to go through all of this to get there. Why can't people just be good people?
Yeah, right. Interesting.
Go ahead.
No. Evan, you have not said enough today. Go ahead. You've been kind of quiet. What were you going to say?
Why can't people mind their business? That's it. That's it.
Because you know what? It's a population density problem. We need to thin the herd. COVID didn't do its job. We needed more people. Also, there's like northwestern states like Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota. Like Elon Musk should just set up there. Why is he moving stuff to Texas? Just get people.
Yeah.
Come on, man, get us off the coasts. You know,
The traffic in this town, we really do need to thin the herd. I am done.
I went through the Braintree split this morning at 6:20, coming back from the Cape. I thought I would sail right through it. Nope.
Oh, silly.
Stopping. I'm like 6:20. Who are you losers getting up and at 'em at 6:20 in the morning, heading to Boston? What the hell do you have going on in your day? Anyway, all right. So that's the story. The final thing, 20 grand. What does that do? It solidifies financial footing for this organization for the next decade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that's fantastic.
As a hockey player, over my shoulder here, the only first place trophy I ever won.
How old were you?
8, and I scored the game winner.
So you actually earned the trophy.
I did. I earned that trophy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so I peaked in 1984. My athletic career has been in decline since. But I can tell you, hockey is expensive. It is ice time. Ice time. The insurance on that stuff. I mean, then the equipment. And by the way, you're growing, so the equipment this year won't be your equipment next year. It just keeps going. The travel.
Oh, the waking up in the early morning, forget it. And then it all stinks. Imagine driving a Suburban with 3 sons or daughters and they all play hockey.
At 5 in the morning. No,
I was talking about the financial implications. You went to stink.
Yeah.
Just a stank.
Dude, it does stink. I mean, hockey equipment.
Ugh. Yeah,
I went to Renee Rancourt. You know who Renee Rancourt is, right?
Yeah, the announcer or the whatever.
National anthem singer
yes,
for the Boston
singer.
Bruins. Yeah. Former. He's retired. He's my hero. Remember him since my childhood. He's like that constant. Players come and go on the Bruins.
Sure.
This guy he's there. And I always watch the anthem, and kids could stay up and watch. I had to see his last game. I went to the last game, sat right third row behind, at the tunnel where he comes in and out, high-fived them. Fucking,
that's cool.
It was awesome. Why am I telling the story, though? Because I sat 3 rows away from an NHL hockey bench, and by the third period, you don't want to sit in the third row.
Really?
Dude, I sat on a hockey bench. I'm like, we stink. We stink. These guys bring funk to a whole new level. Oh my God. I'm over here and I can smell you.
No
I
way.
feel like I'm wearing your jockstrap on my face.
Oh my God.
It's nasty. So you know me, always trying to end on a positive note.
Right.
You want to close the show up?
Smelly jockstrap note. Yes. All right, Scuttlebutts. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you learned something today. We shared some fun facts about Rick's Hall Pass, Paige Spiranak, and also some life lessons around overreactions to children just trying to make a buck for a charity. So if you like what you heard, please rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Small Town Scuttlebutt, and drop us a note, smalltownscuttlebutt@gmail.com. See ya.
Give a buck.